in history, all 4 belts in the cruiserweight division will belong proudly around the waist of one man.
This is Kugan Cassius for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I'm joined by Thomas Stalker and also Jamie Conlan. Yeah, what's going on, boys?
Trying to get a tan. That's
yeah.
The snow back home has made us come to the sun. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm not doing too bad, as you can see,
You're
and people
getting
can imagine behind the camera. Tan's coming on quite nicely.
Like a big ginger Irish guy.
What's been happening? Obviously, you two are still active fighters, as far as I know.
We just got blattered in our last fights.
Yeah, bad of us.
So we're just sitting here like 2 bums.
Oh, well, you can say that. I can't, but but you certainly didn't do that. What's been going on? Obviously, you've both taken up specific roles within MTK Global, but your careers are not finished as professional fighters yet.
For me, it's not official, but in my head, I'm retired basically. I'm thinking, at 33 years of age, I'm thinking, do I need to keep taking the punches when if I can't get past British level, beat Mashadod, I'm thinking, what's the point in carrying on? To carry on boxing for 3 more years to win a British title or a Commonwealth. I'd rather have my health, and I've got 3 kids. I'd rather just be with them. But on the other hand, if a fight come in and it was appetising, I would, I'd look at it and I would probably take it. But as for going to the gym twice a day, no. I've just been getting up, being with my family, eating what I want, and I've just been enjoying normal life. I've done it since I was 19 years of age. So, Jamie will tell you, any boxer will tell you when you're in it and it's the pressure of getting up, training, and I'm enjoying being a normal person. And like me and Jamie if Jamie's finished or what, we've got an unbelievable role now with MTK, and we can say that if we don't fight again, we've got a job with one of the best companies in the world, and we've got great roles, so we're very lucky, aren't we, Paul, really?
Well, I'm not retired.
Yeah, well,
so
I
had at least rest, brilliant rest, and loved it. Mrs. just had a wee baby, so
congratulations, first of all. Yeah,
I've just been spending a lot of time being a daddy, learning how to be a daddy, and loving life. I've enjoyed every minute so far of my rest, and I've been doing a wee bit of taking over, but now we've kind of got a few dates in mind and trying to get the head back on now to get back into the gym and get back over to camp with Danny Vaughan and stuff. So the rest has been brilliant. I've loved every minute of it. But as far as career is concerned, it's just you've reached the pinnacle of the sport and you came up short. Dusting yourself down and going again was tough enough to get over, but dead on over it and ready to come back into the game.
Obviously, it was a difficult night for you. How long ago now? What, 5 months ago?
Yeah.
Roughly.
Probably in March, November, yeah.
You were going in against, who is someone who's got to be recognised as, the world's best fighters if he isn't already. And it just wasn't to be your night, was it?
No, well, that's it. He was exceptionally good. We knew how good he was before it, and you as a boxer, you have to mentally block all that stuff out and try and focus on yourself and focus on what you can do to change him, not necessarily focus on how good he is. You got to focus on weaknesses and trying to exploit them. But you trick yourself so much times, and you when you sit back and look now at the fights I was watching previously, you go, "Jeez, he was amazing." Yeah. But he was quality. Everything he done was quality. And I was just speaking there yesterday about how good his footwork was. It was the best thing about him was his feet. He negated everything that you were trying to do and made demoralised you halfway through a round, and next thing you know he's back on you. So he was very good, but he done me in the first round with a body shot, and it was just very hard to recover. Everything else was mediocre, really. I've been hit a lot harder, but the way he hit you was just you stayed hit. He hit you, it kind of didn't go away. It was weird. I've never felt the feeling before in my life. Like I hit a body shot and just everything goes heavy for like 2-3 rounds and feel like I'm carrying 2 weights with my hands. But it was just one of them things, and you know, you
That's
can be
elite.
looked back.
See that fight though? That's elite.
Yeah, there's a
That's
level.
elite. That's the best. Like, you know, like you obviously you can come back again, and I still truly believe he can become a world champion because he's got the heart, he's got the skills, he's got the team behind him. So it's just obviously you've had a good little blow now, and it's good for you to get back.
Well,
back
I
to it, you know.
realised kind of the levels that you're fighting on, then you it's like you jumped to another level,
Yeah.
you stepped to another
Yeah.
level. It was like it was exceptional, but it was a great learning experience.
Who doesn't
and,
like watching him box? Every time he fights, you're just like, ah! You know what I mean?
my mad
But it's
doesn't like watching
exciting.
me box.
Exciting, mate.
I bet she doesn't.
No, none of the family like watching me box. I don't even watch me box. Fuck's sake.
One thing I heard you say yesterday was that, which was nice to hear you say this. You said that you would sacrifice everything that you'd done in your career for the benefit of the future of Michael.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Always. Even as an amateur, when we were coming through, and that's how I actually turned pro, is because you were the same weight. None of us was ever going to be able to move up a weight at that moment in time. He wasn't big enough, and I was naturally a flyweight. So it was kind of, you know, we were stuck at a breaking point. Like, so whether we go on the next few years of being the same weight and constantly kind of some of us were moving up, wouldn't have been ready. I just had to make a decision there and then that Michael would have been best suited to go, because I always believed he was going to become Olympic champion and go on to great things as an amateur. You know, it was I think it's every young kid's dream is to go to the Olympics, and I truly envisioned him going. Never envisioned myself able to make it to that kind of standard. I always envisioned he would, and I happily took a step and let him go on and do what he's doing. Even though now I still say my proudest moments in boxing is actually watching him achieve what he's achieving. Not anything I've ever done. It's still easily for me. He makes me more prouder than what I do.
He's made some changes moving forward. Obviously linking up now with Adam Booth. You can talk to me a little bit about that, Jamie?
Yeah, I think it's fantastic for him. Both as a boxer, but as a man as well. He learned a lot in his first year in America, in LA, living there, just separating himself from everyone and going with his fiance and his baby to kind of settle down in America and be a small fish in a big pond, and kind of like to learn the game basically the hard way, sparring Oscar Valdez and Jesse Magdaleno and Daniel Roman, these like world champions. Day in, day out, learning the game at the very start of your career. But the time came for him to kind of like to come home. He needed to be around his family, needed to be closer to home, and then the link up with Adam Booth. I think it's probably the best thing that happened for him in his professional career. Adam is a proper teacher. Like I spent a week in the gym watching them, or a few days in the gym watching them together. And it was one day, just one thing I've noticed with Adam that I don't notice with much other trainers. He spent the whole section, I think it was maybe 2 hours, just under 2 hours. It was one combination, one simple combination, broke down to the very fundamental basics, like religiously, going over, repeatedly, going over, just in different ways, adding the slightest wee bit of detail to it. And for any young fighter coming through, that's kind of what you need. You need a teacher, you need a mentor to kind of right the wrongs and to polish you off and help you grow and learn. And then I think Adam is that kind of guy, and I've always, from the outset, very appreciative. I'm very watching him and very observing everything he's doing, and been just you didn't know how to judge him. I thought his work was brilliant, but then when you actually sit down and be with him and listen to him and stuff like that, you learn every day with him. And it's great. It was even the week there I was with him, I was learning, picking up wee things, and it was fantastic. So it's going to benefit Mick in the long run.
Just coming on to your roles now with MTK. Obviously MTK under the guidance of new CEO. Say new, it's been quite a few months now, Sandra Vaughan. So yeah, it's a little bit of a change there at the top.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I've we've both known Sandra for a
Yeah.
good few years. From Fake Big and Danny Vaughan, and you know, it was kind of to hear her come in and actually be part of MTK, because she's always
She's a great businesswoman,
Oh,
and it's like, you know,
fantastic.
she's a very, very, very clever woman and lovely person. And now, you know, MTK, it's in the space of like 4 or 5 years. What's it, 4 years? How long's it been? Not long. We've grew so much. I was like the 5th boxer to come. We've got like 125 fighters now, and to see Sandra come on board, it's just gonna take us to that next level, you know. And it's exciting times, you know. It's exciting times to be a part of it, and obviously, you know, we're fighters, and even though Jamie's still fighting, maybe I might fight, maybe I'm not. But we're a part of something that's growing, and other fighters can look at me and Jamie, and we've been there, so they know, like, we know how that side it works, and we're just, you know, we can pass a lot of good knowledge on to all the fighters that are coming through, you know, and it's great times to be with MTK, like.
It's growing daily, not yearly, not monthly. It's growing daily. It's getting bigger and better as the days go on. And Sandra coming involved just adds that something else to the business. It's, you know, this game is forever changing, and she's just making it grow and explore the different. I'm not joking. The future is very bright with MTK. And
Global.
It's
It's
global.
I mean, like, you know, global, like, it's unbelievable. A lot of stuff's happening, obviously, you know, that the public will see in the next up and coming months, but it's just exciting times, you know, even just for boxing, for fighters, certain fighters who are trying to get fights, and, you know, it's just very, very exciting.
Listening to Sandra, she seems very, very driven, very focused, and very specific on how she kind of sees the future of MTK, and she's determined, and she will get to that specific, whatever that future is, because you wouldn't have thought 4 years ago that MTK would have got to this stage now. So in another 4 or 5 years, where does it take it?
It's got to the stage it's got because it's good, honest people. If we say we're going to do something, like we say with a certain fighter, we wouldn't offer a fighter £1 million, a car or what, but we'll give them the best deal and do the best for the fighter, and that's like, it speaks volumes, because the amount of Billy Joe Saunders, Tyson Fury, Liam Smith, Jack, we've got, what I mean is everyone's happy, and other fighters see how happy our fighters are, and obviously they want to come on board, and we just want what's best for the boxers, and I think boxers deserve the best deal, and to be around a great team, and that's what me, Jamie, all the MTK staff are going to deliver, the best fights. You know.
Boxing is full of false promises, but when you come with MTK, if you're told you're going to get something, you're going to get it. No matter how long it'll take, they'll work their arses off to get it. And it's one thing I noticed as soon as it came, like, you think it's too good to be true, and then next thing you know, you get everything that you speak about and you're promised and whatever. You know, the fights at the right times. You know, the kind of the purchase that you don't think you're going to get, but it's fantastic. It's the work is there, but it all pays off in the end. It's fantastic.
So Tom, your role within MTK, you're the scout,
basically. If there's a tournament,
poster boy, like stroke model,
MTK ambassador. I'm losing my head, old cook, so I don't know what that.
well, that brand ambassador for you means poster boy. You're like the face. Yeah, apparently that's what I was.
Yeah.
That's what I was told yesterday.
I'll take that.
The poster boy for MTK. It used to be McDonough.
You have dimples.
It used to be Peter McDonough, and they've upgraded to you.
Oh, Peter won't be happy. You've gone the
Sorry, Peter.
We love you, lad. No, but yeah, it's just basically like the Commonwealth Games in 5 weeks. I think I'm going to be flying out there to watch them. I've been to Commonwealth myself, and I went to Sheffield to see the GB lot a couple of weeks ago just to speak to Rob and just basically let him know that obviously, you know, I want to start being around the GB setup, and we just want to get good contacts with the GB team, with everyone, you know, because we're good people, and we want the best for the fighters if they decide to turn pro, you know. So it's very, very, very promising.
And Jamie, what can you tell us, or not tell us, about your roles within MTK?
It's kind of be going. First of all, it was like more advising people, but now it seems to be going to be working with a lot of the guys in the north of Ireland, and helping them out and looking after their careers and stuff like that. And, you know, professional development coordinator is what what it is, but I think it's changing and evolving as we go on. It's something I'm very excited to do, and you kind of doing a lot of work with Michael in America and New York and stuff. So it's forever growing and forever changing, but it's like it doesn't feel like work one bit. You know, I've had 2 months or a few months off there from the fight, and I've been doing this now. Just started to slowly but surely come into the new job and finding my feet and you know, working with the lads, and not one day has it felt like work. It's been amazing. It's been very enjoyable. It's been exciting. It's been, you know, you're waking up and you're hearing wee bits and you're learning bits and you're speaking to people about stuff, and I don't think much people can go to work and be as excited as what we are in this job. Like, you know,
dream job.
It's a dream job to leave. When we retire, or when you retire, you know, not much boxers get this opportunity to go in and potentially, you know, further your career and learn and develop as a person, and you know, it's something that it's exciting me every day and kind of growing. So now that they've given me another kind of opportunity now to work with fighters in the north of Ireland, you know, kind of the talent we have is phenomenal, like, and I'll do whatever I can to kind of improve and do the best for them.
I mean, what's good is that MTK have taken on a lot of people over the recent few weeks, and some people haven't kind of stepped into a boxing ring, and they don't need to because that's not part of their job. But with you two, and we can still call you current fighters, to pass on that kind of knowledge from your side, because there's going to be aspects of the business that only fighters will get, because you've been through the mill and you've kind of been through every situation in regards to a lot of things. So that's where you two come in as well.
I've been here when I turned pro. Like any amateur turn into professional, you want all the best deal, all the money, the this, the that. A lot of fighters, like not I've got a lot of to be friends, but some of them think that that's half celebrities, and you're not. You're a boxer, and it's you know what I mean is when you first turn pro, I think you need to just obviously concentrate on the boxing side, have your good team behind you, and then just push on. Obviously, you know what I mean, but. It's a tough sport, isn't it, Jay? It is.
Exactly, like you were saying, we've came from like a boxing side. You've got Mirko, Meg, and Anton, all different sides, and you vary opinions, and then you discuss things, and that's how you kind of get better and develop. You know, Tom came from the Olympics, where the spotlight was on him. Same with Eddie Hearn, went over to all these kind of big shows and stuff like that. There, where I signed under the radar, fought and like the undercard of big fights after the fight, floater fights, you know, where you kind of don't get recognised enough. So we have different experiences that we can share, and like then with being around Mick for that first year with Top Rank, you can see something else. So every day we're learning, but we're learning being around the team that MTK have set up in place, and it's a great team.
The team is like butterflies, just what's happening and what's coming, like, you know what I mean? It is, isn't it, Jake? Yeah. It's brilliant.
Well, Thomas, Jamie, thank you very much for talking to. This is one of our more
tranquil.
What's that?
Tranquil.
Yeah, I was going to say scenic.
Oh, okay.
Locations for an interview. So, don't think it gets much better than this here.
Beats fucking Liverpool, freezing cold.
We are in Liverpool. What are you talking about? But yeah, listen. If the opportunity comes up for you, that's what you're saying, that you may consider it.
For me, Cougar, I'm just putting all my time, effort into MTK, and I'm just being a normal person. You know what I mean? So that's. If anything comes up, I'll evaluate it. Is the saying. And if it's promising to me, I might fight again, but maybe not, you know.
And for you, you're kind of looking over dates as well
I've got
at the
dates
moment.
in mind. I've still got the hunger and desire to kind of to go on and the continue getting punched in the face. So we'll go again. We're just waiting on the confirmation of a date coming up.
Okay, do you know the best line I think you said today? You.
Okay, me.
Boxing is full of false promises, because it's bang on, that is.
Yeah, it
absolutely
is.
Spot on.
I remember trained for fucking 7 or 8 weeks with the promise that I was fighting for a British title. I think at flyweight, Paul Edwards was the champion off Maloney. I fly over to Liverpool fighting in the Olympia, I think it was, or a few days before. Paul Edwards was never fighting me. I met him in Liverpool. He says the fight was never on. Danny was the trainer. He confirmed it was never on. George and Danny was never took the fight. End up fighting a 6-round Hungarian or something at 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, after Pricey had fought John McDermott, I think it was. So stuff like that, it's full of false promises. Even now, I hear things, and you go, nah, that's bullshit.
Do you know what it is? It is a business. I mean, going from the amateurs, even when I went to Sheffield to the week, I was around all the GB a lot. I love it because you're fighting for the medals, for the pride of your country, but when you're saying pro, it is a business. It's about the money. Any fighter should get in the sport and try and get out with as much as they can. You know what I mean? And certain promoters, there's a lot of greed, and not saying with the promoters, but certain people, there's greed and.
Well, money's involved.
Well, do you know what I mean?
Change.
Money makes the world go round, and with certain people, like, you know, it controls a lot of things. But for any fighter, you know, I think they need to be with the right team and earn the money, win the titles, and then when they're not doing it no more, set something else up and do something else, you know.
Okay, well listen, I'm going to let you two get back to your meeting you were having, two-man meeting, and yeah, listen, we'll catch up soon. Obviously, you'll be over in Belfast. Will you be over in Belfast as well?
I'm most probably going to get over, yeah, if the wife lets me.
Yeah. You can do a double header. You can do the Billy Joe week before, and then you can slip over to Belfast to see Frampton and that.
I'm also duties,
yeah, but the thing with me is that I'm more all the amateurs, all them. I'm probably being up. When's Australia? What date's that? April, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Commonwealth Games,
April 7th, is it?
April 5th.
5th.
April 5th.
Well,
See where we
I
go.
don't mean working. I mean just come over and be involved, you know.
It's all work with me, Cook, you know what I mean?
Oh, very professional. Very professional, Stalker. Like you was last night. Very professional. Tom Stalker, Jamie Conlan, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV, and yeah, we'll catch up with you again really soon.
Sun cream, have you?
Yeah.
In history, all 4 belts in the cruiserweight division will belong proudly around the waist of one man,